because I have, alhamdulillah, friends, Norwegian, both Muslims and non-Muslim. And they ask me the question of when we try to explain that the creator is not an animal, is not a person, is, like you mentioned, is... so they want to see. He said, I can't believe because I don't see. If I see, then I can believe. So how can we answer?
Sounds like your friends are asking the right questions. Some evidence would go a long way. Hi, I'm R.
And I'm Jay.
And today we'll be responding to Abdur Raheem Green regarding why you should believe in things you can't see. Let's get to it.
Well, I'd say that, I think, seeing is believing. I mean, I'm sure we all know some simple answers to this. So, for example, can you see air? Can you see the air?
Yes, you can. Well, not in a literal sense. We can't see air with the naked eye, unless you count heat distortion or its effects on other visible substances like smoke. But let's be clear. When someone asks you if you can see God, they are usually asking for some tangible proof. They are not usually referring to literally seeing God with their own two eyes. And the intellectually honest thing to do is to assume the best from the person asking the question and not to address the question in its weakest interpretation. So if you're being honest, then you should know we can observe air very easily. Can you do the same with Allah?
Well, okay, so it doesn't exist then, yeah? Can you see love? Can you see love? Okay, no love then, yeah?
Well, what is love? Because we can observe the chemical reactions and physiological characteristics of emotions. We can even manipulate someone's experience to increase or decrease these feelings. So if we can identify all the components that make up love and understand them enough to intervene and make accurate predictions in regards to behavior and physiology, then I guess it's fair to say we can see love. Can we say the same about Allah? Baby, don't hurt me no more.
Can you see your mind? I don't mean your brain, but your mind. Your conscience. Can you see that?
Well, it's your brain which gives you your mind. If you want to address your mind as separate from your brain, then you're going to need to show me some proof that they aren't directly connected. At this point in time, all evidence shows that what you call your mind is just an output of your brain. Again, we can observe its functions and characteristics and then make predictions about its behavior or even influence a person's mind directly by interacting with the brain. So prove they are separate in any way and you might just be up for a Nobel Prize. So we will ask again, can you make similar claims about Allah?
Okay, so you got no mind, you're senseless then, yeah?
Well, some of us might be.
Okay, I mean, there's lots of things, actually even scientifically. In science, there are many things that we can't see. For example, quarks.
Feels like we're beating a dead horse now, but I guess we have to drive the point home. We can observe quarks. We can experiment and make predictions in regards to those experiments which allow scientists to assert the existence of quarks. If scientists hypothesize the existence of quarks and were unable to demonstrate their existence through this method of experimentation and observation on repeated occasions, then we cannot assert their existence. However, quarks have been observed through this method unlike any gods, not to mention your specific one.
I think even neutrons and protons and electrons, people haven't actually seen them, but they believe they exist based upon things that they can observe. They see things happening, they see events taking place, and based upon those events and those things that they see, they say, well, there must be a particle or there must be something that produces this action. They don't see them, but they can deduce that they must exist based upon what they can see.
All right, welcome to the party. This is the point you should have addressed from the start. Like you said, scientists construct experiments to identify specific structures, processes, or phenomena by making inferences from observation. What you failed to mention was that they make these inferences by eliminating all other possible factors. It's not simply enough to identify a need for something to exist and then just insert something to fill that need. The existence of something must be determined through an observation of its effect on the material world, a quantifiable measurement of its impact on the material when all other factors have been accounted for. Can you apply the same degree of observation that we have for electrons or quarks to Allah and still say with confidence that it's reasonable to believe in him?
Right? And that's the same. We can deduce that the Creator must exist based upon what we can see of the creation.
So now you should be able to outline the experiment that you put in place to come to this conclusion and present the evidence of your findings which demonstrate a tangible impact this theory has on the material world. Otherwise, you're just begging the question by saying we look at the creation, as you haven't determined that it is a creation yet. Bear in mind, the guy who asked you this question wanted to know what to tell people he is attempting to convert. So far, you have told him to say, we can deduce it similar to scientific experiments. If he tells people that, they are just going to ask how. You need to outline how specifically you do that experiment, as I haven't seen a single experiment proving the existence of a God in the same manner as we can prove neutrons to exist.
The fact that you can't see the Creator does not mean the Creator does not exist.
No, the fact there is no verifiable evidence of the Creator means there is no good reason to assert the Creator exists. That is where that story begins and ends. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for weekly videos, like this video, and share it around to help us raise the bar of public discourse.